ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you guys doing? I hope y'all remember when I talked to y'all when I first did my review for Cyberpunk. I said I was gonna do another video about some of, course, one of my good friends, that one Mayne right there. Like he did like a lot of reviews again, especially the I think the first one we did was with it was with Loki. Loki was the one we did together. Sir. What was it? Was it Loki? What's the first one we did? Really?
For me and you. Man, dude, we've been doing.
We've been doing it for a while, so it's been. Reviews and stuff yeah, so Mike been with me for a good minute doing some of these reviews. My boy been with me. We've been doing this for a good minute ever since I met him. Like he's one of my favorite dudes to do these reviews with. So man, so before we talk about Cyberpunk, Mike, I gotta ask you. They know how I feel about it, but let them know how you feel about this anime, bro. How you feel about Edge Runners?
Man, this is probably one of the best anime that I've ever seen, ever. Especially an anime that was 10 episodes or less.
Yeah.
Probably by far one of the best ones. And coming from Netflix.
Yeah, their track record ain't that good. That's all. Their track record ain't that good sometimes when it comes to certain anime.
This was like phenomenal.
Yeah,
bro. That's just how I feel. That's my honest opinion. Really good anime, super solid, good story, great artwork.
Yeah. Oh God, I can't praise the artwork enough for it. I can't.
Dude, okay, look, it was so good that I ended up re-downloading Cyberpunk and I started playing it again.
Yeah, and I get like those you ain't watched the first video when I talk about the anime. When I got my PS5, my other friend, Ultra Fatality, he said get Cyberpunk. I'm like, why am I gonna get Cyberpunk for? It's like it's a broken mess. He said get it. I got updated for it, and I played it. And this is way before the anime came out. And I played it. I was like, oh, this is actually fun. And like. If y'all ain't see my highlight videos I have for Cyberpunk, as long as this is not game breaking, the game is still playable. So, but other than that, I enjoy it.
I really haven't ran into any of those like crazy. Oh my gosh, my game don't work.
That's what and like that's what I'm saying. Like
never
that
like. I actually more problems out of Borderlands 3 than I did on Cyberpunk.
Really, I ain't hear no. I barely heard any problems with Borderlands 3. That's crazy.
You were there, true. You remember me and Sonic were trying to play, and
oh yeah, that's right.
Next, my whole system just goes and it just cuts off.
Wow. Yeah, because everybody made all that noise about Borderlands, and I'm like, then after that, instant quiet. But anyway, like. I can't express how much love I have for Edge Runners, man. Like I said, with the stories and the locales from they really like. Alright, let me say this first: the story of Cyberpunk, and I did some more digging and more research. It take place like a year before V's story event, so it was like cool. Because come to find out, I don't know if you know this, Mike. Falco is still alive. Falco is still alive. Yeah, because it's a gig where you see the Edge Runner logo, and they played like the first action clip of the opening anime. Then I forgot who he talked to. I want to say is El Capitan, and he pretty much give you like y'all talk about David. But going back even further, bro, like I said, my buddy doing some research, and one of my friends also tell me that there's a drink called the David Martinez. I never paid attention to that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like so for me, what got me all even more excited to do this other video, this video right here, is like I gotta replay the game. I gotta see this again because like. Cause Falco literally says though, I think he said about a year ago this happened. You say something like, V, you remind me so much of David. And then at one point you go on this little mission, and he actually give you the jacket. cause like those you know that the latest update for Cyberpunk get all the Edge Runner stuff. You know they got different other gears on there and stuff too. You also get Rebecca's gun. It's crazy. Like
yeah, I gotta do those missions. I haven't
bruh. I can't remember the name of the mission, but I know it's a gig, and it's like, bro, and I love the jacket, but like and because of Edge Runner, me and my friend Arthur Fatal, we always have a discussion about this. It's like, man, I don't like Gatekeeper, but those people who jumping in saying Cyberpunk is good, it was the same ones who hated the game. I was like, you're not wrong. It's like,
yeah, the game. I actually like the game. Like I said,
right.
I actually like the game. The game wasn't bad. It's just, you know, at one point I just stopped having time to play it.
Right.
It was such a big game that
yeah.
And I didn't have my SSD at the time either. So I mean, I have it. I ain't going nowhere. I like that game. I actually did.
Bro, I genuinely love the game. Then like the anime was, you know, yeah, it's his own story, but it kind of spans more on the lore of Cyberpunk, and like it's like David and his mom, they like each location you can actually find in the game, and it's so, and I actually found some of these locations, bro, and it's like, bruh, like the way the anime came on, bam, right in your face, and just like the game is in your face, and man, like I can't praise Studio Trigger enough how well made this anime was, because the character, like you said, like for me, I do not like short animes. There are exceptions where I wouldn't mind watching, but like 10 or 12, I do not like that. Like I really don't.
A lot of times when you watch anime, you will have more questions.
Exactly. And it's like, for me,
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish they have a second season to it with a different story, probably, but
yeah, and
when it comes to David's story, I'm good.
Yeah, really, with David's story, I'm actually okay, because like what everybody's talking about now is like, before we get more talking about the characters, what everybody's talking about now, would there be a season 2? And in my first video, I did say, I'm okay, like I'm literally okay. You know, it's sad. I'm literally okay how the story played out. I'm okay. I think like Lucy Reeve, she got her wish. She got to go see the moon. You know, she wanted to see it with David. I'm okay. But when people are speculating if they do a season 2, like what should they do it about? And one YouTuber I watched said, like he said, if they bring back Lucy gets her own little gang and she try to go after Arashaka, or just bring a whole new cast of story. Because what I think they're waiting for is, because you know the new DLC is coming called Phantom Liberty. This is what I'm thinking they're going to do. If they do a season 2, they're going to wait after. I say they're going to wait after a couple of DLCs and see where it leads to. That's what I think they're going to do if they do a season 2. But for me, I'm good. I think this is really good. Like I said, it's his own story. It is his own story. Takes place a year before V's events, and I'm okay with it. I am sad how it ended, especially with the song they played at the end. I can't listen to it, bro. Whoa, hold up. I guarantee you, every time I pop on YouTube and I'm getting ready to, like, looking for a video, it didn't work. Every song they play. Of course, one of my favorite songs is "Who's Ready for Tomorrow." I love that song. What's that song called? "I Want to Go to Your House." I'm like, I can't listen to that song. It's so sad because I know what it represents. It's like, bro, just like stop playing that song. I literally played Cyberpunk last night. As soon as I hop on my vehicle, that song pops in. I'm like, come on, y'all. I was like, I can't. I was like, now I gotta sit here and listen to it and be sad. but when the music is there, like, all right, let's talk about the characters right quick, though. Like I said, we talk about David. Pretty much like his mom she saw a bright future from him, but I'm really mad how his mom died and how she got treated. Because if you ain't got that little trauma thing, they're not gonna save you.
Okay, so her mom or his mom, man.
Man.
Really? Okay, so that's the only one that I actually kind of have some more questions about, because she obviously was doing a little bit more on the side than just
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because at first I thought. Go ahead.
Like literally took it from the crime scene.
That, but that,
you know what I'm saying? Sell it.
Right, like when they got in the highway, I thought they were shooting at David and his mom, but they were shooting at the limo. I'm like, bro, I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on? Like, what happened then? Cause that jump happened out of nowhere. David saw it like at the last second, and then I was like, oh no. I was like, maybe his mom was alive. I said, hope she's okay. Then when the trauma team came in, and so no, she's not the client. I was like, no. But again, that's really the beginning of one of the beginning parts of the game. It's like if you're not a high priced client, they're not going to save you. And like, I was like, bro, no. I was like, no.
Even in Cyberpunk, you remember one of the first? I think it was actually the first actual mission that you do right after the tutorial.
Yeah.
You gotta go save the girl. You remember?
Yeah.
And they were saying it was like, oh, she's on platinum. She's platinum. I'm surprised that they haven't even been here yet. So how did he say? He said something.
I think I can't remember, but
you know she sneezed. Like they should have just been on their way already.
Right. They said the trunk should have been on their way already. And it's like, bro, then at one point he said like, can I go see my mom? He's like, oh no, that's not part of your package. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's his mom, bro. That literally broke me. Then at the one scene where, God, when he got beat, I ain't gonna lie. I did chuckle when the dude started doing those Bruce Lee's moves or the little JoJo punches, or whatever he was doing. Nah,
he was getting beat on, bro.
I mean, physically and emotionally, dog. I was like, dog, so what's he doing? I was like, he's not hitting him. What's he doing? That's pop, pop, pop. I was like, oh, okay. All right. He was
getting beat on, man.
Man, dog, it was. I felt bad then. They said his mom died. They put her remains in a jar or wherever that was they gave him. I'm like, bro, are you kidding me? I'm like, are you kidding me? But again, it's Cyberpunk. It's this dark dystopian world where all the lights and the glitz and glamour stuff is really just downplay on it's like the underbelly of it is so bad, bro.
Cyberpunk seems like it's a cool place, but then like if you really think about it, it's like, man, do I really want to be involved?
Right, like do I really want to be in this world? Right, do I really want to be in this world in particular? Because it's like David, like especially with the I like how they explain the cyber psychosis a little bit better than they did in the game. Especially like when they give it, especially when it, I like that. You know, like you know, some people. And I'm just speaking for myself. Sometimes I don't care for reading that much of the little clip notes, but you need to read clips to understand. But how they explain cyber psychosis and how they animated the cyber psychosis was really good. Like how their eyes started to like kind of blink, like kind of flash or blink out of place, and then it's like then they body. It's like it was crazy how they showed and explained that. And I was like, that was good for me. I was like,
yeah, the show explained it in a way that it was just like, okay, I understand now. You know, it's like,
right.
Okay, so the outside world, they're going completely crazy. They don't really understand exactly what's going on realistically, but in their mind, they're at peace.
Yeah. Like especially like with Mayne, bro, with Mayne, because when they start off, I think it was episode 5. I can't remember, either 5 or 6. Where they showed Mayne just running. I said, is that Mayne? Then showing the present. I was like, oh no, this ain't gonna be good. I was like, no, not Mayne, not him. But yeah, I like I like the idea of them showing that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the thing that really got me. It's like, again, see what Mayne was a good character, dog. But before I go to Mayne, let me talk about Lucy, because I love Lucy. there's certain parts I did get mad at her, especially when she tricked David. It's like, so you saw you bat your eyes at me, then this time I'm getting sucker punch.
Yeah, that, I was just like, bruh.
Well, I was like, hold up. Now wait a minute. Like, give me a second to take all this in. But eventually Lucy is still like she really did care for David, especially when they took Tanaka, and when she found out what, because pretty much David got this emblem called the Sin Devastan, and pretty much it can slow down time. Those who ever played Cyberpunk or ever had that install, it's like as soon as you're in danger, it kicks in and you pretty much move like, I guess, Matrix like, if I can say that. And so pretty much the San Devastation, I think it wasn't what's the word I want to say? It wasn't perfected yet, but it was a project, and what it was, David's mom.
Yeah, it was like a military project.
Yeah, yeah. Like David's mom took it to sell to Mayne, but they didn't. But Mayne's crew didn't know that she died, and David started to get back at Tanaka's son, which was also hilarious. And that junk like cracked me up. So, you know, he pretty much dropped out of school and stuff like that because he didn't know what to do. That's when he ran into Lucy like a couple times. He ran to her once going to school. I think he ran to her again after his mom died. No, his mom was in the hospital. Then he ran to her again after she died. After David beat up Tanaka.
Right.
So, but Lucy's introduction was really good. I love Lucy's look was really good. And
yeah, I like how her character really stood out from like
from
Cyberpunk really. She had like colorful hair and everything else, and it was just like, okay, this is like an original character. She's not like
and like anything like if you look at the like
Mayne, right?
Yeah.
If you look at Mayne or even like David, right, they just look like the people from Night City, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, going into her story, it's just like, oh, she isn't from Night City,
right?
Like how everybody else is.
And that's but that's good though. Like I said, I really feel like they took the time and liberty to actually flesh out for 10 episodes. They did enough job to flesh out these characters. And I like I said before, and I told Mike, and Mike knows me when it comes to certain. Like, okay, first I'm gonna say this right here. When it comes to Mike picking out, tell me about animes, he's never wrong. ReZero, I love. You talk about it was another anime you told me that I genuinely love. And honestly,
Did you watch Dr. Stone?
I did, yes, I love Dr. Stone, especially the intros for Dr. Stone. I love the intros for Dr. Stone.
Yeah.
I ain't see the last one they did, but the Stone. I just like the Stone Wars. I ain't see that one yet, but oh my god, yeah.
Stone Wars. Oh man, you got to.
see, again, I want to point out. I literally forgot about Edge Runners. I did until Mike said, "True, you saw Edge Runners." No, what? This is out. So he really. I said, I was gonna watch maybe the first 4 episodes, then take a break. Nah, I literally binge watched. Actually, I binge watched that show twice. So yeah, I literally binge watched it twice. I did. And Mike, kudos to you, sir. You are not wrong. Thank you. Yeah, I literally been watching. I was just 10 episodes because the story, the characters were so good. Even there was a scene with Lucy telling David not to go back and help Mayne, because Mayne went full cyber cycle. He flipped out, and Lucy kept telling David, "Don't go." Because how that whole episode started was with Mayne started succumbing to cyber psychosis. He beat up Kiwi, knocked her out. And so at one point, Dorio, which is Mayne's girlfriend, which I love her character too. To me, she had that much screen time, but when the time she was on screen, I enjoyed her character, especially with the part when they was trying to figure out what Faraday. I'm gonna get into Faraday in a minute because I don't know if you know this, Mike, but I'm gonna tell you in a minute. But she was like, they trying to figure out who Faraday was. Faraday was their not I won't say supply, but one who kept giving them gigs. But one point they're in afterlife, and Mayne trying to cop a feel on Dorio. She backhand him, smiles, and then kiss. I'm like, what is it? What kind of relationship is this? I was like, hold up.
Yeah. That was funny.
I died, especially when Mayne and David got knocked out. I can't remember the brain dance author. I can't remember his name, but when he got knocked out by a EMP, she had to hit Mayne 2 times just to wake him up. Then she kicked him in the back of a truck. So stay in there, be a good boy. I died. I could not. But I love their relationship. I love that.
Oh yeah.
I love their relationship.
You know what's crazy? Because there was no plot holes at all.
It was not. It definitely was. Everybody's story is wrapped up in a bow.
Yeah, it really is. It's so easy to do, to kind of fall into plot holes with an in-depth character, not creation, I guess, but you know what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
The character's story is so in-depth. It's so easy to lose yourself and to start saying other things about that character. It's just like, wait a minute, this didn't happen like 2 episodes ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, it's great.
They did a really good job. So, like the one scene that happened, so they was like they asked Lucy to dive into Tanaka's mind. Lucy did. She found some information, and then Tanaka suddenly dies. Because then at one point Tanaka wakes up and he's trying to tell David what Tanaka wanted was to use David as a lab rat with the same Devastator, and for a new thing called the Cyber Skeleton. So at one point, like the trauma teams come in, and so it was like, to myself, like, why Lucy didn't want David to go help? I didn't understand, because now at one point they gave her overwhelmed. So at one point, bro, what hurt me is when Dorio got shot, and I thought it was Mayne. It wasn't. One of the trauma teams shot her when she gave him the shot, but he flipped. He's like, that shot was not working no more. He went off. I'm like, then he took one of the sporting canister and just tossed it at the. Oh my god. Then
Mayne went off.
Yeah, dog. I like, again, like I said, I did not hate not one character in the show. Each character, I feel like they filled the role they played, and they did it to perfection. Then at one point, Mayne.
The only character I really didn't care too much for was that guy that was making the videos and everything.
Oh yeah. I can't remember who his name is either.
But yeah, he kind of deserved that.
oh yeah, for sure he did. Yeah.
Saying, like, how he actually got all his content and everything.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you deserve that.
Oh yeah, he was, yeah. Especially when he's like, oh, but Lucy was pissed when he kidnapped her. And Dory's like, so you sure mad? I'm not mad. Well, maybe a little, but he better not touch my man. I'm paraphrasing what you said, but Lucy was heated. Lucy wanted to kill this dude. That jump was crazy. But yeah, when Mayne and Dorio died, because they did try to help, but Mayne was like, just get out of here, kid. It's like it's over. Right. And I was really shocked that he actually came somewhat to his senses. And it was just like, I was like, whoa. And again, you really don't see that in Cyberpunk, in the game, brother. Because when you're dealing with you're dealing with our cyber psychosis, you don't see them. You don't see them come back to their senses or anything like that.
Right, it's more or less over.
Yeah. And Mayne knew it was over, bro. So that was Mayne, Dorio. David. Like, the only one really brought was I remember at that brief one towards the end I'm kind of I want to say for the end because I'm trying not to get choked up about it, man. It's hard. It's hard. But like I said, that music, everything was. But we got to talk about Rebecca though. We have to talk about Rebecca. Man, I thought she was the voice actress from Naruto, but she was on Naruto Shippuden. She played another different character. But I love Rebecca. Yeah, the lady who plays has been around like a whole lot. No, not and hey, you want to hear some controversy about that, bro? Are you ready for this tidbit I'm about to tell you?
What's up?
All right, so this tidbit. So there's little kids in Cyberpunk that be walking around, but they're not fighting, they're not lollies, whatever the case being. So CD Projekt Red didn't want Rebecca. They was okay with everything else except for they didn't want Rebecca. So Studio Trigger's like, oh no, we keeping her, and rightfully so. Rebecca's one of the best loved characters in the anime.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Rebecca just had me cracking up every time, and she's like she called David Dimples and stuff like that, and she do be fighting hard with David. David just he got eyes for Lucy. So, but she was just
she went off too, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, yeah, she snapped.
Bro, especially what happened with her after her brother got killed by that Cyber Psycho. I mean, she went. I mean, there's a lot of times but I think the first time she really went off when her brother got killed. When her brother got killed, Rebecca just went.
Yeah, because she was really like, okay, the first thing that we really see from her, she just kind of like just helped,
right,
that shit in the bar.
Right.
And she was like flirting with that guy and everything, and that was it.
That was it. Yeah. That was.
Yeah. After that, the next real scene that you see from her, she basically snaps because that psycho kills her brother.
Right.
That was the first time we see cyber psychosis.
Right. That.
Her.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, like. Yeah, I would personally. I love the chemistry that David and Rebecca have. Like, David knows Rebecca likes him, but at the same time, he kind of keeps her. He can't really acknowledge her feelings because again, he's with Lucy and stuff like that. Right. And I get it, but seeing Rebecca always trying to flirt with David.
She don't even care.
She don't. That's the thing. Rebecca don't even care. And lo and behold, if those you haven't played Cyberpunk, you can cheat on Panel with a prostitute, and Panel never mentions it. I have done it just to poke fun at, just to see what happens. But like again, that shows you the world of Cyberpunk.
Okay. Let's go back to David for a second.
Okay.
This man in 2 years, legitimately bulked up.
Yeah, but it wasn't like they don't specify. They say it's 2 years. Like, I don't get it. Like, was it 2 years or what happened? Like, I don't understand what they did there. I really am trying to figure out what they did. Was it 2 years?
Yeah, it was about 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, that man did like seriously bulk up.
About 2 years, and it was like right after Mayne died. So David ended up kind of keeping his promise.
Right.
Well, Mayne kept his promise. David tried to keep his promise to Mayne too, to keep the thing going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so with that, David bulked up. Like how Mayne said, he said you're gonna have to gain some weight for.
And he did get Mayne's arms too.
Right. They looked a little different. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it was
weird,
like
so yeah, he got Mayne's arms and also became the leader of that group.
Right.
And expanded the group too, because you remember that first episode of the second half, really. The new recruit died.
Yeah. I was
Giddy. It was like, oh, I'm gonna prove my point right here, right now, and got mutilated.
Got destroyed. And what the first thing David told us, say, don't rush in. As soon as he rushed in, he tripped he tripped the trip bomb and exploded. I was like, yo, wasn't expecting that to happen that quick. But all right. That man.
Beast.
Yeah, he did, but he literally did.
Like the way that he took out that the other guy.
Oh yeah.
That was cool too, man. They
Yo, God, yeah.
And then they went back to the exact point where we left off before it went in slow motion. It showed in real time.
Oh,
good touch.
Yeah, beautiful, done beautifully well with that. But what's about to say? Like Kiwi, man. Kiwi made me. All right, no. Before I talk about Kiwi, all right, Faraday. I'm gonna tell you about Faraday.
Oh yeah, Faraday. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, Faraday, fantastic villain. Fantastic villain. The 3 hours should have gave it away, but oh my god, he was fantastic. I enjoyed that.
Hey, did he remind you of Pegasus from Yu-Gi-Oh?
He did. Now you mentioned that, I was like Pegasus. I was like, Pegasus.
He kind of reminded me of Pegasus.
He did. Yes. Oh, so check this out. So no, what's his name? What's the name of the boys? Because he, I can't remember. It's like Yana. I can't remember how to pronounce this guy's name.
I can't tell you, man. I'm still on like season 1. I stopped watching.
Okay. So Faraday's. Have you seen Far Cry 6? The main bad guy. Have you seen him? You know what has looks, right? That's Faraday's voice actor.
What?
Yes. I was like, this man. I was like, he sounds so evil. He's software and he sounds so evil. Who is he? So I looked him up. I was like, this guy is not Faraday. I was like, this guy cannot, because he plays so many. When he plays a bad guy role, he does it to perfection. But at the same time, he can tell you off the most common and simplest way. But you better say, if you cross me, this is going to happen to you. But I like this because oh my god, I can't. The way he does his character is fantastic. It's gold. So that's like, like he's those type of villains. I like the villains like that. They super smart and super they calm the pressure and still outmaneuver you in a hot second. Because at one point he was working with Militech trying to get Arashaka's stuff, but then he turned his back on Militech, worked for Arashaka to get David and the Cyber Skeleton.
Right.
So it was like Faraday again. Perfect casting, perfect villain. Goodness, bro. Okay, now I can talk about you. I just had to talk about Faraday right quick because, bruh, Faraday was good. Then he got Kiwi to turn it back on the gang.
Man.
So just like that though. They said everything. He captured Lucy, and the reason Lucy didn't want David to go back and save. I don't know. Let me ask you this. Do you think if David went back in time to save Mayne and Dory, do you think he actually could have saved them, or it was like too late for Jump Street? What did you think?
I don't know, man, because David.
Like, I want to say yeah, but at the same time, I think he since Mayne already went Cyber Psycho, I think it would have been a waste. But the reason Lucy didn't want David to go back, because she found out what Tanaka's plan. They knew about David, knew about the same devil that he was connected to. And so that's how that's why Lucy didn't want David to go, because she didn't want him to get captured.
Right.
So even Faraday pretty much said this to Kiwi. And then really, that's how they died. They said they could have been saved. It made me angry at her, but not hate Lucy, because I see what she was trying to do. I wish it was a better way for her to doing it, but she
whole persona changed.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say twice.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. I definitely want to say that.
Because at first she was just she seemed like she was just doing things on her own. She really didn't care about nothing. And then it's just David came along, and then she's just like, okay, you're cute, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right. Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
And then it goes.
And then, cause matter of fact, she told her when she told David about her going to the moon, and she told her like, "This is my dream," and David thought that's the first change.
Right.
That was the first change. So then when Lucy and David had that talk, and David was like, "No, why you just gonna tell me?" She was like, "You was mad." They was like, "No, I was mad." Well, yeah, I was. I was like, "Yeah, I was mad too. I got sucker punched. You just batted your eyes at me just to keep me here." But she admit her change, and because David saved her life. And what was the word she said? She's like, "Don't live in night city just to live. Like live in night city just show how you die." I'm not probably saying that wrong, but hold on for a minute. Like I remember I watched what's that show called? Deadliest Warrior, and it had samurai versus Vikings. And one of their sayings was to go in battle to live, you are surely to die. To go into battle to surely die. Basically what Lucy was saying, and that was like the first thing that really popped in my head. David was David's whole thing was to make sure Lucy get her wish. But then the second time she changed even more, it's because she fell in love with David and she wanted nothing to happen to him. And it's like, and to me, she's more than just your average female lead. Yeah, she got captured, but she was tough. She was a tough character. And you saw, and then when she broke out of Faraday's grasp, she was like, she hacked him. But then she got stopped again. Of course, they had a little backup plan. So it's like she was one of the best anime female leads I had ever seen. I know people say, "Oh, she was a damsel." So no, she was more than that. She was more than just some damn crazy distress. But you really can't say that. But now we come to the part that I don't want to talk about, but we got to talk about it.
Are you talking about TV or are you talking about the end?
Oh, good. We're going to talk about TV tomorrow. Good, because I don't want to talk about the end just yet. Because it's going to be hard. But, yeah, so...
Okay, yeah, she was definitely a snake in the grass, though, man.
Oh, bro, yeah. I got instant mad at Kiwi.
Because then she crossed the team and then she double-crossed Faraday.
Yeah.
At the end, basically, without him knowing it.
Right.
But look, though, man, can you really blame her? Because a lot of people in Night City are really out for themselves.
Yeah. That's true.
The game
and the anime. And Kiwi did say, don't trust no one in Night City.
Yeah, you can't trust nobody in Night City.
You can't trust no one in Night City. Matter of fact, I don't know if it's Dave or one of the missions you go on. You say it's hard to find a friend in Night City. And I'm like, dog. And I like they kept that. You kind of feel someone's going to betray them. I knew Faraday was, but you didn't think no one from in the group was going to do that.
Right.
I knew like Faraday. I knew he was going to try something, but to see Kiwi do that, I was instantly upset.
Yeah, that was a huge twist, man. That was a huge twist.
Right, I know, right?
Yeah, but then I really started being like, man, this blank. You know what I'm saying? Right? I was just like, wait a minute, she did kind of say that to you, like.
She did kind of say it. She did kind of.
Can't trust nobody in Night City. Okay, and it's cool because like when she said it just, the first thing I thought about was the game.
Yeah.
Literally everybody in the game is just completely sketch.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You can't trust nobody in Night City. It's
so
like,
hey, you're right. Wise words. But to not trust you.
Right. You've been with us for this long, and we can't trust you.
It made it crazy. Like the twist, they built that twist up. If you
God, yeah.
Remember, they were talking. David was talking to Kiwi at the little meetup, and was like, "You recruited Lucy, did you not?"
Yep.
And then she goes and like just backstab Lucy. I'm like, bruh. I remember. Again, I talked with me and Arthur. My friend Arthur talk about Kiwi.
I said, yeah, she got, you know what I'm saying, she kind of made it, but she still got shot. I said, nah, bro. She said she deserved to die. She deserved her head get shot. I was like, bro. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, I guess how to say it, too little, too late. Because it's like, dog, I was like, dog, Kiwi. I was like, you didn't have. I gave you. I was like, why you had to betray them like that? Why? I was like, she made up a bit, but yeah, in some respect, she did deserve worse. I shot in the head up to do it for me. And y'all right. Y'all right.
Man, Faraday definitely deserved it too, though.
Yeah, he did. Him falling to his death. It was an easy way out.
Bro,
I know what some of y'all thinking.
Let's talk about the dude that David fought at the end.
Oh, Adam Smasher, bro. Adam freaking Smasher. Bruh. This man looked more devastating than he did in the game. Because that man, the way he looks is terrifying. Man. The way this dude looks is terrifying. Because I understand this, but before going, like, when they mentioned Adam Smasher, I'm like, so is this before or after? Because that was my thought process when they mentioned Smasher. But then when I saw Rogue, I was like, okay, this gotta be at least before the events or during the events. But God, Edge Runner Smasher, God, and what's good about this?
I didn't really even get that far.
Bruh, they use the same voice actor for Smasher.
Wow.
Yep. Then Wakako, they used her. They brought her voice actress back for her part in the anime too. So I was like, yo, I said that's like for them to actually keep them, right. and I was like, that's great. But bruh, Adam Smasher, that man is completely chromed, as they say, chromed up.
Right.
But I think he never experienced, as far as I know, he never experienced cyberpsychosis. As far as I know, he never experienced.
No, because remember, really him and David both were really the very few that didn't have that many side effects to
Right.
quote being strong. You know what I'm saying? And they were saying that you can't do too many modifications on yourself or you will go into cyberpsychosis.
Right.
He is like the pure essence of like a perfect human being when it comes to being modified.
Yeah. That, bro, I'm like, dog, like, see it. Then we had his own San Davis stand. He was like, yeah, your own. So you have a San Davis too? Say virtually modified. I'm like, what? This is virtually modified. I was like, bro. I was like, come on, dog. And granted, Adam Special is one of those villains you love to hate.
Right.
Because, oh god, like the way
his short part that he had in the anime was really, really good.
Yeah. Oh, like he definitely when he, like I said, when he was on screen, impressive. Right. I love him every minute. When he was on,
when you got David's face.
Oh, bro. Wait, okay, I gotta say that because the face off that they have was dramatic, great looking. Oh my god, they little put face off.
Becca at the end, bro.
Oh man, that hurt my soul. Wait, I gotta tell you this though. So before I was setting up today, somebody actually put a video up, edited where Rebecca got out of the way of Adam Smasher. Then shot him and looked down and shot him, and then she just walked off. I'm like, bro, I get why you did it, because Rebecca, she's one. I won't say she's the mascot of. I don't know if we can call her mascot, but she's one of the.
She was like the hype man.
She is, yes, hype man. Thank you. She was like the hype man of the group. Yeah. She was the hype man of the group, and the way she got.
We're doing this.
Especially like at the one scene where Rebecca told David like I want to see end up like my brother when he becomes cyberpsychosis or died to cyberpsychosis. And she's like, I don't want to see you like that. She said, if anything happens to you, I got your back. And they was like, okay, thank you. Rebecca's like, and that's one time I see Rebecca that serious. She's like, I'm for real, David.
Yeah,
Ease up.
she was really goofy.
Yeah, when I saw her got serious like that, I was like, oh, she for real. And I knew she cared, but she showed how really not just not she wanted to sleep with David, but she genuinely cares for David.
And you know what's so crazy? Because Mayne basically said the same thing that Kiwi said, that nobody really cares about you.
Yeah.
And it's like David was the only person that could really have everybody show true feelings to him.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Right. Hey. All right, dog. I think we prolonged it. I think we prolonged it long enough, man.
Yeah, let's get to it.
We gotta do a live stream in a bit. So, all right, man. So I know y'all seen it, but God Almighty, God, that ending. And very few animes can get like this. Cowboy Bebop is one of them. Especially how they ended. Cowboy Bebop is one of them. And I'm not talking about the live action. I'm talking about the anime. Cause God Almighty.
Okay.
I'll let you start first.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything that led up to this point, I really didn't think that David was gonna die. And I think
I was so with you on that.
Bro, because I really thought that he was gonna come back from psychosis.
Yes.
Psychosis. I can't even speak anymore. Yeah. Bro, I really thought that he was gonna come back. I really thought that he was gonna
Because Lucy really brought him back when they was jumping out the. Yeah, she really brought him back. Even when she said, if you put the cyber skeleton on, it can kill you. I thought, well, maybe he might still be alive. It's a maybe, just maybe.
He was so immune to any of the modifications that he did all this time. Even the first one, the one that was supposed to kill him in the beginning.
Yes.
That if he used it more than one time, he might die. Can use up to 8 times in a day the first night that you had it. Oh, they was living.
That's literally what I thought. That's literally what I thought. Then
I'm seriously sitting here thinking like David is going to live.
Then Anna smacked up the room. Then they played the song. Was really like, oh no, so y'all playing this song, either somebody's about to die or they all gonna get away. When somebody's about to die, and I was like, right, that's how I feel. So then I see Rebecca. I was like, oh, I hate that. Now I see what smacked with Rebecca. I was like, yeah. Then that easy. Then Lucy tried to hack Smasher, and some type of way he blocked it. And I'm like, yo. So I knew, like, again, Adam Smasher is tough to beat in the game unless you got some good upgrades on your character. But to see him that unstoppable, and Lucy is an expert hacker. She's an expert edge runner. And just for Adam Smasher,
that was
easily
by the same company that built Adam Smasher, mind you.
And Smasher just like, he just like waved it off. I'm like, bro.
She got kidnapped as a kid.
Right, as a kid. Trained from kid to where she is now.
Just to go and deep dive into the old internet.
Imagine she beat the Osaka people that was watching over. They hacked them with the great ease, and said she was the only one that came.
Company, bro.
Right. By herself, bro.
All that firmware and everything, but could not get through Adam Smasher.
Could not get through Adam Smasher, bro. Could not get through Adam Smasher. And I'm like, oh, bro. They probably would have killed Smasher. They probably would have got away. Oh my god. Then Falco, he lost an arm trying to save David. Then So, before Smasher jumped in, David told Falco, "I need you to do something for me." Before Smasher jumped in, then Smasher jumped in. David strapped Smasher long enough to help Falco and Lucy get away.
Right.
So Falco said, "Hey, look, we got our money. We gotta get out of here. If you go ahead and say David, he's like his sacrifice will be for nothing." She's like, "What you mean?" David said, "You want to go." He didn't say that, but pretty much Falco told Lucy what David was saying, and he pretty much saying like, "I'm sorry, because they would go with you to see the moon." But everything what David was doing, and he said this, "I'm gonna help you go to the moon." He said it the first time when he first met Lucy. Oh yeah, not first, but when they kissed. He said it. Then he said it again when he got his new place. He said, "I want you to go to the moon." And it's like, bro, David got slaughtered, bro. It's like compared to what Adam Smasher is and that Cyber Skeleton. Smasher said the Cyber Skeleton is a child's toy. I was like, man, it can't be that bad. He's literally dealt with Militech, Arashaka. He literally dealt with all that. But when it came to Smasher, I was like, the Joker's right. And I hate to admit that. I was like, yo. And mind you, the song is still playing at the end. I'm like, come on, y'all can stop playing this song, please. I was like, I'm already, like for real, I was like, I'm already tore up that this man is about to die. Then, I think at one point, Smasher's like, you make a great construct. And they was like, nah, I don't care for that. And he pretty much said like, I come to what I need to do. Because remember, his mom said, I want you to be at the top of Arasaka Tower. And literally, he was at the top of Arasaka Tower in the Cyber Skeleton. Yeah, and like, I like they brought that, they tied that in. I love they tied that into that. And he pretty much like, hey mom, I accomplished my goal. Like, man, I accomplished my goal. The only one person you really cared for to accomplish was Lucy. Right. And it's like, bro, I was like, and he's like, nah, I'm good. Then Smasher kills him. I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Only 2 animes got me teared up: Cowboy Bebop and Edge Runner. Legit. I seen this other anime where it was like a sad ending. I didn't get teared up. It was sad that some stuff happened, but this right here. Then I think maybe like another year or so passed. I don't know. They don't specify. Lucy goes to the moon. She's on the moon, and she sees David. And I was like, come on. I said, don't do that to me.
Yeah, she was. I feel like she was replaying that from like a chip that she had.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, I was like, no. I literally teared up because I had one of my friends. He's hearing me. I was like, man, you crying? Shut up, dog. This is something sad. Leave me alone. It's like, come on.
Man, for real.
I was like, man, it's like I was, yeah, man, like I can't express enough. An anime that got me on an emotional roller coaster like that. You get so much praise from it.
Definitely put you on a roller coaster.
But the game, like once you beat the game and certain decisions you make, it will put you on an emotional roller. For real,
right?
Really real. Because I'm gonna share this. I think get ready to wrap this up. One of the missions, I don't know if you did this one. It's a mission got with River, and you trying to save his nephew. So sparing all the details, I don't want to spoil it for you. If you pick the wrong place, the boy won't survive. If you pick the wrong place, and mind you, this is my first playthrough because I didn't know. I'm going through the jump blind. So I'm like T, what happened? Why you quiet? So the boy dead, dog. I said, what you mean? I was like, he dead. I messed up. It's like bruh, I was heated. So I hurried up and beat. So once I beat the game, played the game over again, made the right decision. He was okay, but bruh, that's how games that put you on an emotional roller coaster. And Cyberpunk is not one of them in my view, but that particular moment right there messed me up till I got to my second take. So yeah, man. I would love to see Lucy have a cameo. It can be like a test message cameo. I don't.
Man, they should have a second season. They should have a second season. They should.
It's like I said, if they don't, like if they.
Name, bro.
Who,
your best friend in Cyberpunk died.
Oh, you talking about Jackie?
Jackie.
I would, okay, now if that's the second season, I would love to know more about Jackie. He tells a little bit more about his backstory, but I would love to know more about Jackie before he met me. I would love to know. That would be a good second season for me, because you can treat it more like an anthology type of thing.
Right.
I definitely would agree with that.
I was perfect.
Oh, bruh, please don't get me started with Jackie, bro. Don't. Oh, that's another one that messed me up. That was a tearjerker for me, cause I'm like, as soon as we get to know the character, he's gone. I'm like, what?
Yeah, man, dude, cause I was like, wait, what?
I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? I'm thinking he's gonna be with almost through the whole part of the game. Then I don't know if you ever did this. I called Jackie on his phone and V left this whole voicemail. He's like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I was like, dang. It's like, that don't hurt, because Jackie was his boy. Jackie was V's boy. Yeah. I was like, my boy, again, my buddy Ultra Fate tried to say, man, call Jackie. I'm like, bro, Jackie's dead. Why won't we call Jackie? She just do it. That's all right. I was like, nigga, I hate you. I was like, I hate you. It's like, God, I did it, and he told me to do it. I was like, I hate you, dog. I was like, because it messed me up, because you felt that emotion from V. You felt the way you make a female, male version, whatever the kid be. That, I felt that. And again, if you got a video camera to give me to feel that way, thank you. You just did your job. But yeah, Edge Runners, man, like I said, if they never make a season 2, I'm fine with this one. If they do make one, I think they maybe talk about Jackie's past. I think that'd be cool to see. I really think that'd be good. But guys, we gotta get ready for a live stream. Mike, anything else you want to add before we cut this off?
Man, no, man. I think we really just covered it. Man,
yeah. Watch it. Good characters. Watch it. Play the game. If you already beat the game, play the game again. Let's play the game again. It's a wild ride, man. It really is. And the anime is good for a 10 episode anime. I can't praise it enough.
Super solid.
I can't praise enough. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap it up here. Hashtag meet Corey's Kitchen. Come to the Renaissance. We do have those cookies. I hope to have this video. Hopefully, either not next week. Hopefully next week, not next week. Sometime in the first month of October. But yeah, gotta go. Love y'all. Look out for the live stream that we're gonna talk about. Not just She-Hulk, but Marvel. Our recording is not gonna do it justice. So we will see you all in the next visual. Y'all take it easy.